made his move to get McCain's seat filled by a real conservative. Since the death of Senator John McCain, rumors have been swirling about who will replace him. His daughter Meghan McCain, a co-host of The View, and his wife Cindy McCain have all had their names thrown out there. However, the Arizona governor has also been in contention as well. Regardless, the announcement of who will actually fill it will not come until after the ending of all the funeral services. The Daily Caller reported. President Trump spoke via phone with Arizona Governor Doug Ducey this week following the death of Senator John McCain. According to a Friday Politico report, 4 sources with knowledge of their conversation described the call as a wide-ranging one that included topics such as health care, President Trump's proposed border wall, and the Senate vacancy created by the death of McCain. Trump also reportedly congratulated Ducey, whom he endorsed several days before Tuesday's election, for his recent primary victory. Ducey, tasked with appointing the late Senator McCain's replacement, has thus far not given any hints as to whom he is considering. We have stated repeatedly that we would not discuss an appointment to the seat vacated by Senator McCain's passing until his life is honored and he is laid to rest. That continues to be the case and we will have nothing further to add, Ducey spokesman Daniel Ruiz told Politico. CNN reported. In replacing John McCain, Arizona Governor Doug Ducey is set to make the most important decision of his political career, one that could determine his future in Republican politics. Ducey faces massive, competing pressures in selecting someone to fill McCain's Senate seat until a 2020 special election. Donald Trump and his supporters will want a reliable vote in the Senate and will blame Ducey if his appointee breaks with the president. McCain's camp, meanwhile, could prefer someone in the maverick mold or a placeholder who wouldn't seek re-election. Then there's Arizona's rapid evolution from reliably Republican to a diverse swing state where Senate seats won't be easy for the GOP to hold. Republicans say Ducey is aware of those competing factors but aren't sure how he'll balance them. Of course he's considered what he would do, one Republican strategist close to Ducey said. Of course. It's a very high responsibility. But, the strategist said, Ducey directed aides and advisors to not engage in any kind of speculation at all about the appointment, including discussing what qualifications and background Ducey might be looking for, until after McCain was buried in Annapolis, Maryland, on Sunday. I don't think he wants to look backward. He's a young man, politically speaking, and so he wants to be able to narrate something about him here too, said veteran Arizona GOP strategist Chuck Colin. Arguably this is the biggest decision of his career. The former chief executive officer of Cold Stone Creamery, Ducey brought a cold, corporate style with him into the political world. If you cross him, you're done, one Arizona Republican said. He's got a very tight hand on that ship. For a governor, Ducey's political orbit is small. His chief of staff, Kirk Adams, is a former Arizona House Speaker who serves as Ducey's primary go-between with state lawmakers. Danny Seiden, who left Ducey's office to join a law firm, is another government and campaign veteran close to Ducey. Washington-based consultant Doug Goodyear, who maintains a Scottsdale home and was Ducey's neighbor, is close to the governor. And Republican strategist Danny Diaz was Ducey's general consultant before he managed Jeb Bush's presidential campaign. Ducey has a working relationship with Trump, those close to him say, and Trump's endorsement of Ducey after Tuesday's primary could be read as a sign that the White House is paying attention to his moves, but he's closer to Vice President Mike Pence, who was elected governor of Indiana 2 years before Ducey became governor of Arizona. Anonymous sources in Ducey's inner circle of friends said that they were not sure who the governor was going to choose as of Wednesday. Ducey's office has only released one lone statement by a senior advisor known as Daniel Ruiz which he sent to reporters last weekend. Out of respect for the life and legacy of Senator John McCain and his family, Governor Ducey will not be making any announcements about an appointment until after the senator is laid to rest. Now is a time for remembering and honoring a consequential life well lived, Ruiz said in the statement. Despite the fact that Ducey's camp is relatively mum on the issue, Speculation has continued with Arizona Republicans about the women that Ducey has appointed to various positions in the state government who might be in consideration for the Senate spot. One person, in particular, Senator Jon Kyl, is being discussed. Kyl retired over 5 years ago and was